today's talk. I am your host. Amos Alex goes by the name Amora. Today we are just going to talk a little bit. We are just going to have a small introduction of what we are going to talk about. But before we go into this subject, or before I even give you the topic, I would love you to subscribe, like, and make sure you press that notification button so that you get to get more of what we are going to share. All the way from South Africa, right? So, what is our problem as young kids today, or as the generation of the 21st century, or probably those who were born in 90s until today, or 80s? Where is our problem? Why are we having kids dying, killing themselves, from not getting jobs? Why are we having kids killing themselves from failing matric? You know, why are we having all of those kind of situations that I can't get a job, so I better die because nobody seems to notice of what I'm doing? Well, this is my opinion. I think as young as this generation, or as young generation that is born and raised within these 21st century, the problem that we are having is that we are going to school, or we've been going to school, or Africa has been going to school as a whole, to learn to be an employee. Like right now, if you've take a look at many people who are in school, if you ask them, including those who are in varsity, why are you in school? They will tell you that because I want to acquire more knowledge. There's nothing wrong with that. But what are you going to do with that knowledge? You hear somebody say, I want to be a doctor. There's nothing wrong with being a doctor. Somebody, you hear them saying, I want to be a security guard. There's nothing wrong with being a security guard. Someone is in varsity to learn communication. Somebody is in varsity to become an employee. Now, when you are done with the varsity, who do you want to work for? As a young kid, why are you gonna go to school, spend all those years, almost 2 decades, going to school to work for somebody? Now, most of the people, when you have done with your degrees, of which degree is a paper, you discover that you can't get job anyway, and then for 3 to 4, 5 years, you start bothering the country, be like, hey, President so and so doesn't give us jobs. There are no job opportunities. The opportunity was there for you from the beginning. How about if we go to school to get knowledge so we can know how to build our own businesses? Okay, so from where I am so far, I discovered that there's so many kids who are trying their best because they 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 they, 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 they need they're trying their best to put things together, and they started small brands like Iboma Gengeng Alali, like Iboma Yakfu, like Iboma Umshove. They've been doing the most. They're trying to put all these things together so that they can build their businesses. And here comes the problem that we're having. Even though things are like that, the blacks, we have been colonized anyway from clothing brands. You hear someone say, "I know, I want to buy Nike." They're no longer supporting the kid that is within the hood, the one that started a certain brand, so that we can all make it bigger. The bigger we make it, the better. Because imagine if Gengeng Alali was to become one of the biggest brand in Africa. You see, that means more people will be employed. Since we know that there are kids who doesn't want to work for themselves. They want to be employed. It's the problem that we are having in Africa. We have got kids that doesn't want to start something. They want to work for somebody. But wouldn't it be much more better if we start doing that? You can't spend 18 years to 20, 22 or to 23 years starting to become an employee. And the next thing that we hear, with your degree, you are fired. I believe that the government should start putting things together, discovering, exploring what we need, we as African kids, so that we are able to do the most that we can. You see? So, please, as we continue to the part 2 of this, this is our first video for today. And as we continue with this subject, I would love you to take time to subscribe, like, and share. I am Amora, by the way. Please be with me as we take this road to try to fix our own nation.
We live it up.